gotta be a little bit further north. But that light, it's pretty amazing. I don't know that I've ever seen this shot before. So that was pretty good. That's pretty good. Just. One of these days, this is gonna be an incredible shot. Like, this is gonna be one of those shots that people want to get. So we are here in New York. There were some images that I wanted to get to fill in the gaps for the book. I'm gonna be shooting different locations around New York in order to fill in these gaps. And so we're going to be taking you along for the ride for the next week to show you exactly what that looks like. It's just dome structured, and you can see it from the subway platform, and it has like a nice lineup with the Williamsburg Bridge. Cool little shot. Again, we're out where there's a little bit more of harsh light, but still, I think the translation of black and white will transition well, basically. The portrait arranged shot is like, it's fine, it's nice. There's, again, like so much extra space, though. Try to see what it looks like landscape, and the landscape allows me to zoom in a little bit more, so a little bit more of an actual like filled up frame with all the things that I want to see, as opposed to me having to crop down the size of the image. Sometimes it gets you. Sometimes you get the shot, and sometimes the shot gets. And well, it's a good thing I got the shot on that side. It's the beauty of the chase. Sometimes, sometimes you don't get it. Sometimes you miscalculate. It's like every signal for every train is in the way, blocking the line of sight. That side was the side that should have been on, but it's whether or not it's successful or not, it's always good to check to make sure there isn't a more optimal angle, and this time there most definitely was not. So on to the next. So annoyed. I knew we were going to the wrong place, and I was like, what is happening here? Following the blue line. It's almost like all you had to do was follow a blue line, right? Remember that? That's what you said, mister. Now you're trying to be all nice. I'm just so damn again. Okay, so right now, Alex is stuck. He's just stuck in here. We're gonna see how much of an athlete he really is. Perfect parking job. Here it is. Oh, plenty of room. Maybe. Oh, God. Yeah. That's a triathlete, ladies and gentlemen. Triathlete.
Smells so bad.
Unbelievable. Might be changing lenses with you.
No.
One of these days we're going to get a job where we can afford to buy new lenses. You can stop using mine. It's like one of those things where you're out here, and I know that like I'm like 12 feet from the car, but it's like, did I bring the right lens? Oh yeah, right lens. Do a little moving and shaking here. You got it. And so I want that. Right now that light stand is like in the top of the building, so I want to move a little bit closer, put that light stand above it, more separation. We'll see what that does to the frame, but yeah, so it's like somewhere in between here and over there. So it's some danger. About to be danger photography. And what do you think? Go. I don't know if it's just the angle. I like this angle here, and I'm just gonna have to deal with the street lights being the way they are. This is the shot that I want. I just have those lights. Cool. Let's go. So much for the POV. Look at him. You guys. So far on this trip, these last couple days, we're batting 1,000 on free street parking. To that, I say, just free parking all the time. So I gotta be a little bit further north. So we're gonna take a walk along this path. pathway here, but that light, it's pretty amazing that's coming under the bridge right now. So I'm gonna stop, take a quick pic, and then keep it moving. Let's walk around the other side, and we'll find the alignment, and then just shoot along the way. Trying to align this sun. It's wrong though. What the heck? There we go. All right, so our only job for the next 45 to 50 minutes is to hold down this spot. It's a hotbed for photographic activities. There's 3 or 4 photo shoots happening. Just gotta stand our ground. We have about 45 minutes before the sun will come down and poke through a little hole between the Freedom Tower and the Brooklyn Bridge. Hopefully we'll get a nice little airy.
That's what you were tracking on your phone?
Yeah, so I'm tracking the placement of where the sun is going to be at a certain amount of time. I don't want it to be at sunset because at sunset it'll be behind the skyline. So I need it to be higher in the air, and yeah, about a half an hour before sunset is like the perfect time. Anywhere between 7:50 and 8 o'clock, we can move left and right along this walkway here to get that shot continuously. Try and get it. We'll have 10 minutes or so before it goes behind the skylines. Yep, that's the plan. Okay, so we moved much further north. We're now a little closer to the Manhattan Bridge side. The sun, from what we can understand and we have gleaned from our alignment apps, you're in the right spot. We are probably about 15 minutes away from the good stuff, but it's already, the sun is already hiding behind a building. You're getting these kind of like rays coming out, and this is exactly what I'm looking for, but just with the Brooklyn Bridge. So hopefully there isn't a mad scramble at the last minute, but I think we're in good shape. It's gonna be right behind the left pillar, southernmost pillar of the Brooklyn Bridge, so it'll block out the sun. We'll get all the light to come out from the little arches, so real nice. On to the next spot. So that was pretty good. That's pretty good. We're gonna hoof it to this other spot. It's like this elevated bridge, so it kind of looks like a walkway, and there's like lightings in the railing. It's like a quarter of a mile down the road.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That's why we're here. Look at that frame. Real nice. I'm looking for this curve right here to be in my picture. I'm trying to figure out what lens is right. From back there, the 24 to 70 works, but I'm not getting enough of the skyline, and so I got to come a little bit further down the path, which I have to shoot wider. I'm trying to find that sweet spot. Do I go 15 to 35? Do I go 24 to 70? This is all part of the process, but right now everything's telling me 24 to 70. I need like 20 more feet of exposure, but I got some people in the way. We're here for at least another half an hour, so I'm not necessarily in a rush. It's just a little bit of color in the sky, so I'm trying to capture all of the things all at once, and sometimes you just have to prioritize. Like, remember, like, I know that this is happening right now, and this might not be the most ideal time, but I'm gonna focus on the thing that I came here to do, and that's really not anything until the next half an hour or so. So we've got time, so I can be patient, remain calm, and won't get rushed and make wrong decisions. So we're just gonna hang out, enjoy the sunset, and wait for our shot. I'm not kidding when I am saying I don't know that I've ever seen this shot before. And I'm not saying that that doesn't mean that hasn't been taken before. I just haven't seen this alignment, the lights on the bridge, the street, all these things. I don't know why I haven't seen this before. It's not for lack of paying attention. The walkway's been here for years, but it's a super cool vantage point. Yeah, this is sick. Having the Brooklyn Tower and the Manhattan Bridge, the full tower in the frame together. I don't know if you can see that standing where you are, but it's super cool. We're close. The sky is still a little too bright for this blue hour, but we're shooting in the direction that the sun was. So we gotta wait a little bit longer for that ambient light behind the city to die down in order to get kind of the depth and the detail in the foreground that I want to get. First, my thought was that I was gonna go down to where this little bend is, and the pathway goes straight on into trees, and then the skyline is above the trees. But we were walking up here, we knew we had some time, so we found some benches and we were hanging out, and I walked over here to this fence and realized that the walkway comes across this beautiful leading line that comes right across the frame, and then you see the curve in the walkway and it leads your eye right up to the skyline. So a little bit more of a striking image, a little bit more of a composition that brings the viewer into the experience as opposed to just shows them something. Another really solid day. Lots of really great light and familiar subjects, but some less than familiar frames. On today's episode of Filling in the Gaps, we are going to 520 Fifth Avenue, right up there. Some of the new residential buildings that they're building here is not quite finished. See, the service elevator is still on the outside of the building. Here we're going to get some views to have it in the book, maybe before it's open, but probably around the same time that it's going to be ready to open. I like to reach out to buildings that are being built, try and include them in the book. They want attention, I want access, so it's a nice little relationship there. And yeah, I did that with One Vanderbilt, I did that with Central Park Tower, I did that with the Edge. So yeah, I'm excited to get into a place where not a lot of people have seen before, and yeah, get some nice shots for the book. So this is one of those situations where I don't necessarily know where they're going to give us access to. I know there will be somewhere on the 80th floor. I don't know if that's north, south, east, or west corners, or if I get access to all of them. So it's a little bit more reactive rather than a planned shoot. So we just go in and we take a minute to look around to see what's available to us before we start to shoot, before we get overwhelmed or just gets too much and we can't focus. So put the bag down, take a look around, and we'll see what we're gonna get. Okay, so this is where we are. This is our home for the next 2 hours. Really cool easterly exposure. Chrysler Building is right there. MetLife Building is right there. New JP Morgan Building is right there. 59th Street Bridge, 432 Park, One Vanderbilt. There's a lot of really cool buildings with a lot of really beautiful detail in this neighborhood, a lot of old Art Deco buildings. So I'm excited even to just get some shots, different angles here of these buildings, and the time to do it. The weather is a little bit bananas. It's like overcasty. There's like blue skies over here and storm clouds over here. We are on a terrace right now where they have the rigging for service elevator. Southern view, which is kind of the money shot with the Empire State Building, it's obstructed. But it might be a cool shot to get, like one of those, workers on the steel girder type of situation. So yeah, so I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna get to work, and we'll see you on the other side of this thing. That's kind of a sick shot. I don't know. All right, so there's a lot to take in. There's a lot happening. So usually what I try and do is just grab my cell phone and look at frames to like center myself. But still, this is a pretty cool shot. We have this like vanishing point. Really wish somebody had moved the Empire State Building right into the middle of this frame, but we work with what we got. And yeah, so I'm just gonna take a couple minutes and look around and see what we can do. Feels like a neck strap type of day. Yeah, this is great. I mean, it's a different view, not one many yet. This vantage point is new, it's brand new. I don't really know what was here before, but I don't think definitely wasn't this tall. So the fact that once all this other stuff is cleared, we have this like kind of like 30 Rock-esque frame of the Empire State Building. You're right on Fifth Avenue. It's just absolutely super cool. You can see every neighborhood, and I'm sure if we were to just walk inside and shoot through the windows, we'd have the park and everything like that as well. So there will be some time exploring there too. That's cool. You can see all the way up to like the Grand Army Plaza. Not quite the Grand Army Plaza, but you can see all the way up to the south corner of Central Park. Obviously, you can see all the way down the line, all the way up into Harlem, which is kind of cool. It's just a really neat little vantage point here. There's so much to look at. There's so many little things. You just got to take the time to kind of look around a little bit. Just have the fun discovering new angles on familiar subjects. So I like that. I like it a lot. so close to this building here, this one Vanderbilt, that barely fit it into the frame at 15 millimeters. The whole thing, top to bottom. It gets in. Then you start to think about like how much am I losing it when I correct it profile, because it's already going to look like it's leaning away from me because it's so close, and we're aiming upward, so that the perspective distortion happens with the lens. And so yeah, it's just wild to think that I can't shoot the entire building on a 15 millimeter lens. And that's how close we are. There's a really cool cloud over there. If it was like an hour later and the sun was a little bit lower, it would be a ridiculous shot over Hudson Yards. Nice zoom in shot on the Empire. Cool kind of balanced shot there. See the people on the observation deck. It's pretty neat. Flatiron building. You can see it sitting right there. I didn't even notice it because it was wrapped in. It's still wrapped in scaffolding. One of these days, this is going to be an incredible shot. Like, this is going to be one of those shots that people want to get. But like, because all this rigging is here, like if I were able to go this way just a little bit more, I'd be able to get like the back corner of it like separated from the rest of Fifth Avenue. But you can see it right down there. See, oh yeah, you'll be able to see the whole building from right here. It's just wrapped right now. So sad. It's been too long. A little bit more light to like get behind the Empire to like get a little bit of separation. We're super close. Like there's an opening. Like if this opening stays there and the sun comes down, or this breaks out just a little bit more, this will get like these kind of like directional rays. We're already starting to see the lights changed a lot. It's getting more exciting. It's also getting more exciting because we're starting to run out of time. So hopefully we catch a little break and we can go berserker mode here. We're trying to get all of it because it's really close right now. It's getting super cool, and it's like so hazy. This is like the exact light that I'm looking for, like that. It's like timeless. It's like all of New York is smoking a cigarette all at once. It's perfect. Hudson Yards keeps on getting better and better. Ooh, that's what I'm looking for. Ooh, okay. First things first. Okay, this is good. This is good. Oh my God, yeah. Okay, this is exactly what we were waiting for. The sun has come out. There's like all these crazy swirly storm clouds. Everything looks amazing. Oh my God, dude, this light is insane. It's like just hitting the building. It's so bright that I have to expose for the building, which makes everything else around it dark. Crazy looking. I love it. So good. This is what I was hoping for. Oh, all the shadows and light. This is what we've been waiting for here. This is like, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for. So dope. I don't want to leave. Like, this is just the time when you start to discover all the things that you missed, and you got like 5 minutes. All right, so that's a wrap for the day. That's a wrap for the shoot. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along. It was a really great day. Absolutely great day. Light changed, crazy directional light. Now we have these low fog, low clouds rolling in. Everything is going bananas, but we gotta go. But yeah, stay tuned to see some more. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Follow along for more. Big thanks to 520 Fifth Avenue for the warm welcome, for the all access to this part of the building. For now, this is a wrap. Great week in New York. Thank you so much. We will see you in the next video. That's so funny. That guy just spoke it up right in front of me. Like, my man, you good? That guy right there. We might still have to move that way a little bit. Just a little warning. If you want pictures from this, it's 1-800. What?
But the shot is so sick.